It's no secret that one of the best things about living in Hawaii is that we get to share our culture with one another, right?
Yeah, that's right. And Hawaii chef Ravi Kapoor is taking that mindset with him to the Bay as he brings a whole new meaning of mixed plate to the people of San Francisco.
Local boy chef Ravi Kapoor is bringing a whole new meaning to mixed plate to San Francisco, and he's doing that with his restaurant Good Good Culture Club. Here to tell us more, we bring in Ravi Kapoor. What's going on, man?
Good to be here.
Let's talk about Good Good Culture. What was the history behind making this restaurant?
So Good Good Culture Club was an evolution and continuation of what we had started at Liho Liho Yacht Club. So when pandemic hit, we took a step back and really wanted to assess how we were going to move forward and how we were going to evolve and change and hopefully address some of the issues that have for a long time plagued the restaurant industry. So we really didn't want to rush back into anything. So instead my partner and I just paused instead of go, which is always the thing we do in restaurants, just head down, grind it out. But this was an opportunity to kind of reassess, and we realized we had such an amazing group of leaders within our restaurant and future leaders, and really wanted to include them in this conversation of what restaurants could be, how we could evolve, and how we could change. And that's what started, that was the spark that started the idea of Good Good Culture Club. So Good Good Culture Club, instead of me being the main kind of funnel where everything goes through, it's much more collaborative. Right. And we have an awesome group of managers and chefs and leaders that are all contributing to what this place is.
So you're bringing another meaning of, bringing the team to the table. I love that. Let's talk about how you are incorporating your team through your dishes.
Comparing it to Liho, Liho was really this idea of using my heritage culture growing up in Hawaii as an inspiration point, and then being in California, specifically in San Francisco, with access to some of the best ingredients in the world, and taking those ideas and incorporating that, being respectful of where we were in the world, in San Francisco. Good Good follows that in a sense, but we draw from the heritage and cultures of our collective team. So I think for us, what we like to do is not be so literal about the dishes that we serve, not saying, oh, this is a version of this, or or a riff, but what is the memory? What is that place that you first had that feeling? And what is that feeling that we're trying to pass on and share? So through that, we open up the creative process here. It's not just me saying, oh, this is how it's gonna be. It's all the voices can come to the table, have an input on a dish, kind of think about what it means to them. And if it fits in, we go with it.
Let's talk about the menu itself. What are some popular dishes that our viewers need to order when they come here?
So a couple things that we're really proud of would be the Good Good chicken wing. So the humble chicken wing, but we bone it out. Our prep team is amazing. And in its place, we make a chicken longanisa, stuff that inside, double fried with adobo glaze, and that's a must-have. Then we have the poppy seed steam bun, kind of a carryover from Liho, but changed it up a little bit with a smoked beef belly. We smoked that for 14 hours, oyster sauce rub, 3 peppercorns, pickled watermelon radish. That thing is grinds. And then I would say the Crying Tiger shrimp salad. Those are all 3 things you can kind of fit into the meal with everything else.
That sounds bomb. The Crying Tiger shrimp salad. I'm definitely gonna order that. If anybody wanted to order that, maybe come out here, make a reservation. What's a good website that they should go to?
For reservations, hit up goodgoodcultureclub.com. There's a link to Resy. You can get there through that. If you don't see something, don't be bummed out. There's a drop-down tab to say how we deal with walk-ins. So basically, if you show up, we want to get you in. And you can look at our website. It gives you some insider tips how to make that happen.
Awesome. Ravi, thank you so much for talking to everybody here on Living 808.
Oh my goodness, that all looked so good.
So good, and it's so awesome. I love the foundation that this restaurant has, that Ravi and his partner came up with. And And obviously, you know, we've had Robbie on the show before, but this is cool because he's bringing all of his team members into the creative process. Because and when you go there, you guys, you'll notice that each person, it's a very diverse group, and each person, when they share about the menu, they'll talk about their background. You know, because not everybody from there, not everybody that serves there is actually from San Francisco, but that opens up the conversation about where are you from. This is a dish that I used to eat growing up, and so that's where it comes from.
Okay, I love that.
Super cool, yeah.
All right, neat. Oh my gosh, I want to go. And I mean, already like the atmosphere looked so cool.
Yeah.
Where you were standing upstairs,
Yes.
is that, you can dine there?
Yeah, so it's 2 decks.
Okay.
It's there's one on the top and then there's one on the bottom, obviously 2 decks. But it's super nice. It's in Mission Dolores, so really cool area. It's kind of like, I'm gonna say like the cool kid spot.
I was gonna say that. I remember that was like the main town to stay in even too.
Yeah, so super cool. Congratulations to Robbie. You gotta come back to Hawaii and maybe get some food in the studio for us.
Yeah, and if you do come back to Hawaii, make sure you're flying Alaska Airlines. Of course, that's who sent Mikey out to San Francisco. And they're so amazing. They were named the Worldwide 2022 Airline of the Year by Air World Transport. They also fly to over 1,000 destinations. So really anywhere that you want to go, they can take you there. And Kama'aina can save if you sign up for their mileage program, which you should be signed up for if you aren't already. But $50 off. So you can head over to www.alaskaair.com/join now.
There it is, right there.
For $50 off.
And then again, 1,000 destinations. You will never run out of options.
We're talking about so many places that we want to go. We're like, where does Alaska fly? Mexico.
I was gonna say,
New York.
I already know.
We have Florida. We want to do Disney World.
Hi, Daniel. We love you. She's never been to Disney World.
Or you know what? It's so
Universal.
funny because last time I was with Daniel, we went to this like Broadway Hamilton preview, and I was telling him how much I loved Broadway. I should have given him a little nudge. I didn't think about it, but now Daniel,
Daniel,
let's go watch some shows.
No, but Daniel, thank you so much. We've been having a blast with San Diego and now San Francisco.
That looked like such a good trip. All right.